Hello, everybody, and welcome to Swindler's Den. And this week's session of Glory of the Giants, we are back again. Bet you didn't expect that. Thought you were taking another hiatus. No, sir, not this week. Anyway, we're gonna hop right into this because we got a big sode for you today. So let's introduce our players. We've got Grizlocke.
Hello, everyone. My name's Grizlocke. You can occasionally find me on YouTube and maybe Twitch under that same name, but I've not been very active recently. Anyways, I play Kelborn Kerrigan. He's a half-elf ranger fighter, giant slayer, and all-around handsome man.
Oh, speaking of all-around handsome men, we've got Barely Caffeinated.
Hey, that's me. I'm Barely Caffeinated. You can find me at Crits and Coffee on YouTube, and we also started streaming on Twitch as well. We are doing a Baldur's Gate 3 Honor Mode playthrough. We are also doing a Shattered Obelisk campaign over on the YouTubes as well. Tonight I will be playing as Siegfried, the Aasimar cleric.
Oh, speaking of something that Barely said during his thing, we have DrPhage.
Hello, I'm DrPhage or Adam. You can find me other places. I don't make my own content, but I guest on a bunch of things on Swindler's Den, on Crits and Coffee, on the Interdimensional Library. But tonight I'm going to be playing Benjamin Koalana, the half-elf warlock.
And speaking of not making their own content, last but not least, we have Kyle.
Hey, it's me, Kyle. I'll be playing Kevhorn today, the half-elf fighter paladin. And you can find me on Marvel Rivals playing the bestest boy.
And last time on Glory of the Giants, our group had made their way into the Fire Giant stronghold, where they were sneaking around, being nothing but mice on the floorboards, wandering around this giant stronghold. They first made their way through what was a large lava river that led into a lava lake, where they saw lava. I keep saying lava bison. Not bison, sorry, lava buffalo, bringing lava out of the lake and deeper into the stronghold to be used by the Fire Giants. They made their way across the bridge and into the Fire Giant marketplace, where they were able to easily hide amongst the chaos happening. Well, a lot less chaotic than it will get later in the marketplace, where they hopped into a weapons carrier to make their way into the stronghold. They continued to sneak around the stronghold looking for the Fire Giant totem, and they found themselves sneaking up on a meeting between one of the Storm Giant daughters, a Fomorian, the Lord of Fomorians, and the son of the Duke of the Fire Giants, who seemed to be having some kind of war meeting when the daughter of the Storm Giant King realized they were all there, getting a message from her mother, who had previously scryed to see that Kelborn was in fact in the Fire Giant stronghold. They started to dash madly to get away from these giants when Benjamin put up a wall of force, stopping their forward movement, and they snuck past the guards that were running up to see what the chaos was and into the Duke's bedchambers, where Kevhorn and Kelborn started climbing about on top of the sleeping elderly Fire Giant, waking him and causing much confusion, but we're able to trick him into thinking they were there to change the chamber pots and stole the Fire Giant totem and began to escape. This is where the majority of the chaos began in the marketplace, as Benjamin cast another mass spell on the attendants there, and they caused a blockade so that the Fire Giant guards could not catch them, and they fled this area. But as they fled, we saw that, and a couple of you saw, as the Storm Giant daughter, the Fire Giant Earl, and the Fomorian Lord watched on as the chaos happened, not trying to intervene further, but you all escaped and made your way out of the stronghold, found a safe place to rest, and this is where we are currently. After, also, you got a message from the youngest Storm Giant daughter, Dasha, letting you know that the siege was to happen tomorrow eve, which is going to be a very long and hard trek for you all, but you'll be able to make it around eve time if you fly throughout the entire day. But we are at night currently. You're resting, licking your wounds from the day, because you did get stepped on, kicked, burnt, a multitude of different injuries, though nothing fatal. As we return to camp here with all of you. So, as night sets in, is there anything you guys all want to talk about before watches start? Get any plans sorted away? You feel free to do so now.
At least initially, I am going to once again cast hallucinatory terrain over our camp to essentially like block it from easy view. Again, if anything is actually hunting us, it can do like it's just an illusion, but it'll last 24 hours, so we're at least more protected and less seemingly out in the open. So I'm just working on that while any conversations may be happening.
All right. I'll see you guys kind of bedded around the reaching woods, so you got a little bit of ways from the mountains altogether.
So, how did they know that we were coming? Is there a trader?
A trader? Like a merchant?
No, like Traitor.
It seemed to be that the storm giant, they were in the middle of a conversation, or giantess, and she seemed to receive a message of sorts, because they were in the middle of talking, and then she said that we were there. Either she got a message that we were there, she had some other like magic type of detecting that we were there.
That makes sense. Maybe we stepped on some sort of arcane rune or something.
It's certainly possible. I wasn't looking for magic, so I didn't. Honestly, I should have had that up as we were going in to see if there would be any magical sensors or runes or anything like that.
We live and we learn. Until we get squished by a giant foot.
Yeah, that was kind of rough for you all going through the market.
We're alive.
We're still standing.
Indeed we are, and we have to quickly make our way to Waterdeep in the morning.
I'll say while you're all talking, you also all hear somebody contact you in your minds. You hear, hello, this is a Professor Scant calling in once again from the Feywild in correspondence for Master Orlin and Master Zavros. Tell me, have you all started your little squabble, the big fight with the giants yet, or are we still early enough?
We're just about gonna start, I wouldn't say the big fight, but one of the big fights. There's a siege on Waterdeep tomorrow evening, our time. I don't know how that works out in the Feywild.
They'll give us a little bit of a couple weeks, maybe a month to prep for you. So we'll start getting things ready. Maybe we can lend you a hand. We've basically cleaned up the Fomorians on this side. It's taken a couple of years, but we've all but eradicated them at this point. Yes, not too much further on the information side, though we've seen some things that this plan may extend further beyond either the Feywild or the material plane, but doesn't seem to be the entirety of the Giants' plan. Like, it's not King Hareg's plan, it doesn't seem, but it seems to be the ideals of the Lord to extend his domain into the astral planes.
So, will there be nowhere safe?
It doesn't seem like they plan to stop anytime soon, so I think this battle upon your planet is going to be pivotal to the rest of the multiverse.
Great. What did you mean by the Lords of King Hreg? Like the storm giant god?
Oh, sorry, I might have misspoke. I meant the Lord of the Fomorian seems to have his own plans.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we don't know what's up with that dude. That's very confusing. A very confusing man.
Very strange. But yes, we will start planning things at once. Of course, the princess has been working tirelessly to unite the courts. Even the Winter Court seems to be less maliceful these days, as they all continue to work together to remove the Fomorian hold here.
Did perhaps, it might be years ago, months ago, did a large mirror appear anywhere in the Feywild or the Spring Court?
Well, we haven't seen any in the Spring Court, no, but I mean, there's a multitude of mirrors in the wilds themselves, so.
Oh,
maybe.
like literally a giant-sized one, like one that a giant would hold.
Oh. I haven't heard anything, but we can look if you would like.
Yeah, how about the tiara? Has the tiara come through?
Oh, that's what it was. It wasn't a mirror. I apologize. I was thinking of something else.
Oh, yes. No, I mean, no tiaras magically spawned anywhere that I'm aware of, no.
Okay, I'm going to need you to send someone out on a search for that. That was a gift for Princess Galliandra.
We will send somebody
wedding
looking
gift
for a giant-sized tiara.
Very important.
All right, we shall do that. I will let Master Orlin know, and he'll figure something out, I'm sure.
Thank you.
All right, well, the cross-plane message doesn't last forever, so I'll wrap it up here. Yes, be looking for us. We'll try to make our way to your fight coming up here.
Got it. I do that until it ends.
And that is the message you were left with.
Oh, well, that could be useful if we have some potential Feywild allies on the way in.
Right. Why are we going to Waterdeep again?
I got a message from Princess Dasha like 5 minutes ago that it's going to be under siege by the giants.
Okay, that's right.
Like truly,
they were
like...
doing. That's right. They were burning the Neverwinter wood, but they were really going down to Waterdeep.
Yes, the hill giants are going down to Waterdeep.
I thought we sent the dragon there.
The dragon was sent to Neverwinter to deal with the cloud giants because we felt that that was a bigger threat.
Right. Yep.
Because they're literally bigger. Because they were gonna do a whole like double subterfuge on us. They were like burning all of the things to both hide that the hill giants were leaving, and all of the cloud giant castles were flying in.
Great.
So then we met the dragon, and we're like, "Hey, do you want to go eat some giants?" And he's like, "Cool, serve me forever." And we're like, "Maybe we'll kill you later," but we didn't tell him that.
Okay. Ready. Yeah, let's go. Well, let's sleep, but then let's go.
Great.
Do you think we're far enough away, though?
I mean, I don't think I think we have to be. I don't know how much further we can push the Griffins tonight, with needing to rest, and they'll have a long day tomorrow. Made it pretty far. We're pretty well hidden here.
Hey. Well, their footsteps are like double ours, you know. So I guess we flew. It's alright.
We also didn't leave any trail, so if they come upon us, it will be mostly mostly by happenstance. I think we're safe.
as our deciding on safety comes to gets kind of settled. Who wants to take first watch?
I can take first watch.
Oh, okay.
Not everybody jump up at
Alright.
once.
We'll go with Benjamin then. So all of you lay down to sleep. Benjamin sits up with the fire under the hallucinatory terrain. Benjamin's give me a perception check to start off the night.
Oh, that's really fucking good.
Ooh,
That's a dirty 20.
a dirty 20. All right. Is there anything specifically you want to do during your watch?
I think Benjamin is really reflecting on kind of everything that has happened since they left Neverwinter not that long ago. And is especially thinking about his relationship with Miriandra and how it's changed, and how he started off very like worshipful and reverential of her, and it has now turned not sour, but in a sense of not knowing what her goals are for him anymore, and just even now spending so long away from the sea, hasn't felt her influence in a while. So like that's going through his head, and then all of the, since it was just brought up, like meeting with Methuselah and like this ancient primordial first dragon coming into the world and what that means now, and all of these old magics that potentially are going to come about again. And I think he's absentmindedly like rubbing or like scratching at his hands type of a situation. And as he looks down, then some of the skin has started to flake away, almost like a sunburn or something like that. And as he like continues to look at it and kind of picks away at it a little bit more, on his hands, there are these silver, almost fish-like scales. And as he looks through Huey's eyes to look at his face, he can start to see them like almost forming like a cowl, like visible along his hairline, and then coming up along his jaws, going down into his neck, as Benjamin realizes that he has power inside of himself as well. It does not just come from Miriandra, as Benjamin has taken a level of Draconic Sorcerer.
Yes, our group has leveling up tonight, so we are gaining new things.
Oh man, I was excited to see where that was going.
As you kind of checking yourself
That's
out
cool.
through Huey's eyes, you just hear him go, "You look kind of ugly now."
I mean, you're a no-looker yourself.
Oh yeah, I am a
Yeah.
real guy.
Yeah, you're not really. Beauty's in the eye of the beholder.
I don't want to meet a beholder though.
Oh Lord, neither do I. Ugh. If I can't do magic, I can't do anything.
As you and Huey are having this little conversation, the silence of the night is broken by a scream that you've heard a couple of times on your journeys. The scream of a large predatory bird. And as you can assume, soon to follow, the wind begins to pick up as the sweet trees sway, and lightning crackles through the sky as this enormous storm bird flies over the top of you. You kind of hold your breath to see if it's going to stop, but it just flies past. It's pretty high up in the sky too. It's not flying low. It seems like it's not looking for something. It's just traveling at a great speed in the direction that you'll be heading in the morning.
Have we ever officially connected those to the storm giants? I know we've seen that in flashbacks.
Yeah, I don't, because I know you've come across them like once or twice, but I don't think you've officially connected them as being storm giants.
I think
Just that Abhor knows that they are animals that would come from the east.
Yeah, but this is like coming from the storm horns, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think Benjamin is starting to put it together, like knowing that there was a storm giantess there, and now having this bird flying towards Waterdeep is like, that kind of explains a lot if that's the case. Okay.
As quickly as it comes, the storm passes with the bird, and you are back in silence in the night.
That's not talking half to Huey, half to myself. That's not a great sign.
Probably not.
Okay, well, I'll have to deal with that tomorrow then.
Another thing on the list, I suppose.
Yeah, it seems like, well, we have checked quite a few things off that list. I was going to say it doesn't really seem to get shorter, but we have gotten quite a few of the totems.
I'll say along with your thoughts about your deity and how your relationship has changed with her, I'll say you've also, it's like, it hasn't been at the front of your mind these past few days, but especially thinking on it now, you have noticed a lack of her eyes upon you. It seems she is preoccupied with other things at this time.
We also lost 9 levels of Warlock.
Oh, that would suck.
You are level 1 sorcerer now.
Oh. I think Benjamin realizes that and then also thinks about how obsessed she was with the Lord of Neverwinter and also the conversation they had just before that whole fiasco about trying to focus on the bigger picture, and is really hoping that this powerful goddess is not obsessed with one man when a storm giant is trying to take over all of the oceans. So it's just like, well, we might have a conversation after we save Waterdeep.
All right. And unless there's anything else, we can wake up our next watcher.
I shake Kelborn.
Well,
Wake up!
oh, what's going on?
No. No, you're fine.
Oh.
This is a prank.
That's a good one. Yeah.
We did, I think, one of the big storm birds that we'd seen occasionally flew from the mountains towards Waterdeep.
Oh.
I think they might be storm giants. Like the storm giant we saw there is the bird that's flying to Waterdeep.
Oh, fun. Looks like we're gonna have that fight after all.
Yeah, I'm not super pleased about it. Good luck!
Thank you. Anything else I should know about?
No,
As
I
you
think
look
that's
at his face covered in scales.
What's going on there?
I don't exactly know, but it doesn't feel wrong.
I feel them. I will do something about it. We'll cover it up somehow, or...
In this party, I don't think it will be necessary.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So you look over and Siegfried is sleeping, and one of the eyes on his arm opens up and looks at you and closes.
His eyes are beautiful.
All right. You swap watches. Kelborn, give me a perception check, please.
It should be a nat 1. After, that's not a nat 1. It is a 17.
17. Is there anything you would like to specifically do on your watch?
Hold on. This is so bad, dude. Give me 1 second. I can't remember the name of my fairy.
Finks.
Finks? Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Finks. Eddie Finks want to play that game we used to always play.
Which one?
The one where I throw you as far as I can and then you fly back and then I throw you again.
I mean, if you want, just a couple of times though.
That
you
ain't.
know.
Sounds good. I do that.
You're throwing her, flying back. You know she hates it, but she does it because she knows you like it. And like on the fourth throw, you kind of look and see the fire is kind of shaking in a weird pattern. Like it's not doing, like, obviously fire doesn't have a pattern, but it has like a typical way that it burns, but you can see like it flickers a little bit at weird times.
Oh yeah, that's not good.
As you miss catching Finks on this one, she flies past you into a bush. You kind of look down at your feet and you see Pebbles just kind of shaking like this a little bit.
Yep, definitely not good. Benjamin! We are actually in trouble.
Yeah, as he wakes you, Benjamin, you being laying on the ground feel it more than Kelborn can. You feel like a steady rumbling. It's very faint, but a very steady rumbling through the backside of your body that's touching the ground.
My butt's jiggling.
Oh, should we wake the others, or do we trust that this illusion will hold?
If they don't touch it, it holds. I don't know. I can't do anything else though.
Oh boy. All right, let's wake the others.
Yeah, stick freed.
Give order.
Oh, good morning, brother.
It's not morning yet.
Why am I up?
Multiple eyes blinking.
Fire giants are on their way.
Tired giants?
Fire. Hopefully they're tired.
I look around.
I'm just like on alert.
Yeah, everybody can do perception checks if they'd like.
Oh, I got a natural 1. Benjamin's panicking.
Did you want me to do another one? Sorry.
Yeah, you can do another one.
Is there any big healing spells or something you've been holding on to?
I got an 18, by the way.
18.
Yes, if need be, I can heal all of us, but
Cool. Kevin, what'd you get?
15.
I got
15.
12.
With Siegfried and Kevhorn, now that you're awake too, you feel the ground rumbling. It's like a consistent rumble too, not like footsteps, more like something's consistently shaking the ground without lifting off of it at all. You can't really tell where it's coming from or what the actual source of it would be.
Did I feel the same vibration when the fire giants used that drill to go try get?
It seems very similar, consistent kind of vibrations, yes.
They're in the ground!
Oh, good.
No.
Then they'll go right past us so you could go to sleep.
Oh.
They might just be going, to Waterdeep or something.
I mean, that's not a great sign.
No.
no, that's.
But at least we could sleep.
Can I have Huey, just as kind of a precaution, fly up and just make like ever increasing circles to see, just in like our general area, if anything's coming by us?
Yeah, even without a perception check, I'll just say Huey doesn't see any giants moving around these parts.
Okay, I think it is below ground. Huey didn't see anything above ground, which again still isn't a great sign.
Do we have anyone in Waterdeep that we know that we could? Well, I guess we don't even know that they're going to Waterdeep, but I was just thinking of warning people to look out for underground.
I know people, but I have no way of contacting them. I didn't take that level where I can talk to people in their sleep. I took a sorcerer level instead so I could maximize my later levels.
Bad time to piss off Miriam.
This is my one unoptimized level in this multi-class.
Okay.
Let me see if I can see anything. And Siegfried will sit down and the halos begin to circulate a little bit faster. I'm going to use locate creature.
Okay.
Kefron's already cuddled up with his animals sleeping, by the way.
Owlbear's just. The specifics of locate creature. I assume you're trying to locate a fire giant.
Yeah, fire giant. Within 1,000 feet. Specific creature known to me, such as unicorn, fire giant. So long as I have seen it within 30 feet. Spell can't locate a creature if running water at least 10 feet wide blocks a direct path between you and the creature.
I'll say that, yeah, you can tell there are fire giants moving underneath you.
Can I see which direction?
Going towards Waterdeep, it seems.
Okay.
At least that general direction. You are still pretty far away, so they could turn, but at least at this moment, it looks like they're going that direction.
Okay, so Siegfried's concern is they're not heading towards Baldur's Gate, though.
Yep, there doesn't seem to be.
Okay. It appears they are heading towards Waterdeep as well. They're heading that direction at least. Where are they in conjunction to us? If they're within 1,000 feet.
I mean, just like straight down.
So they're like immediately below us.
Yeah, there's like some immediately below you. Some have passed by this point. Some are still coming from. It seems to be a long convoy of them.
Okay. It seems they are directly below us for now, but slowly heading towards Waterdeep.
That's okay. This night just keeps getting worse.
Not sure that there's much we can do about giants underground.
No.
I mean, yeah, no. Do you think that it's not going to happen anyways, but I just like to go on these little thought experiments sometimes. Do you think fire giants are impervious to lava? Like it doesn't hurt them at all?
Yes.
Would I know that? I would know. I'm like a giant. Giants are my favorite enemy.
Give me a... Are you proficient in nature?
Yes.
Then give me a nature check.
Are we in a field of flowers?
I'll allow you to double your proficiency for this because they're supposed to be your preferred enemy or whatever.
17 plus 3, 20.
17 plus 3 for a dirty 20.
Oh, double my proficiency.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. So it'd be more than that. So add another 2 to that.
Okay. Yeah, you would know they are immune to fire, which would probably include lava.
Darn. I was thinking that we could like funnel their lava to go down the tunnel and just cook them all alive in there. But
So, this is an ambitious plan for when we're not even in their fortress anymore.
yeah, we'd have to double back, but
Yeah.
just a little thought experiment, you know.
It's a good idea. Good tactical thinking.
What if we jump really hard up and down? It might cause a cave-in.
I don't think we have the weight to do that.
You're right.
Well, if you let me rest, I can create water and then we can drown out the tunnels. Slowly.
Someone's thinking.
All right. I suppose with this information, you kind of get back to sleep the best you can. Ground, maybe making a little bit of a massage to lull you back into sleep, or it can cause more impending doom for you, whichever you want to take it as. But Kelborn can wrap up his watch, and we can move to the next person.
Siegfried,
Yes, good morning.
it's your watch.
All right.
Were you
Yeah,
being
no.
serious about the water thing?
I think that would take a tremendous amount of time.
Okay.
Siegfried, give me your perception check, please.
18.
18.
Sorry, 19.
19. You still feel the vibrations. Seems to have been going for quite a while. But does seem to be getting the tail end of it. So convoy's almost past. You don't know if there's more paths that they're taking or if this is just the singular path that they're taking. But it seems to become the tail end of it. Is there anything you'd like to do during your watch?
Yeah, I got a couple things.
Okay.
First, Siegfried is going to he'll kneel in front of all of his allies, kind of sitting in a stance of prayer. And I don't think we ever canonically agreed on this or not, but Siegfried is going to stare at his allies, trying to see if he can look into their souls.
Give me a religion.
Joke's on you, we don't have any.
It was an at one, so no.
No.
You
I
don't
think-
see any souls.
I think on a nat 1, you look at Kevhorn first and are immediately overloaded in your senses with just... There's so many souls layered on top of each other that you can't tell what you're looking at, and it almost starts to give you a migraine.
Oh, not doing that again. And other than that, he'll sit looking towards the west as he knows his home, Baldur's Gate, is there. And kind of just reflecting on the journey so far, having gone from Baldur's Gate to Neverwinter to take out those grubs, and just kind of reflecting on how far he's come and how he would do anything to make sure that his home is safe.
Yeah, you look off in contemplative thought as you almost miss it as the tremors begin to fade and are gone at this point, and you are left thinking about your home and all of your journeys at this point. As the time passes. With that, we can move to our final watch if you'd like.
Yeah, and I think as he approaches Kevhorn as well, he would also do anything for his friends. Even sacrificing himself if he had to. And he reaches and pats Kevhorn on the shoulder.
Did you say pat or pet?
Pat.
Kevhorn, wake up.
Oh my god. Oh my god. It's my time.
Yes. Nothing really happened throughout the night. The tremors seemed to be gone just about.
Well, sweet dream.
All right, Kevhorn, give me your perception check.
That is an 11.
11. Yeah, you already, when you woke up, you didn't feel the tremors, and you don't feel them continuing. Kind of keep the fire going for your watch. Is there anything you'd like to do?
Been a hot second. I'll knock on the shield.
Yeah,
You awake?
give me religion using your... So you roll you use your charisma modifier. If you have proficiency in religion, you add that as well.
Where is religion?
Oh,
there it is.
As
It's
you are.
alphabetical.
Alphabetical.
That's a 9.
A 9. You don't get any physical manifestation, but you know that she's listening.
Oh, she spawned. Um. Hmm. How am I gonna do this? I whip out a Ouija board. Uh, I'll just ask. I don't know if you can respond. How? I know I've asked this before. I don't really remember the answer with everything that's happened. How are you letting me have this power? And how is there a time limit?
You feel the breeze move slightly. There's no words, but it is a reassuring feeling being enveloped in this light breeze. Like the grass sways a little bit. Again, it's not words, so it's hard to tell exactly what she's saying, but it doesn't seem to be like this is a temporary thing. You were chosen for it, it seems. Your group was chosen to carry this shield, and you were bestowed these powers. She doesn't seem like one to take it away. But again, it's hard. There's no words, and you can tell that though she wants to be able to continue to help you with guidance, it seems she is trying to save any kind of energy that she'd have to use to manifest. You're not sure why she isn't able to be here, but it seems like she would want to be there to continue giving you guidance and things, but just can't at this moment. But again, it's a reassuring presence.
Okay. So you can blow a gust of wind. Blow it to the left for yes, and blow it to the right for no. Should I go?
Oh, go ahead.
Should I go talk to Lowell?
Which way was no? Was that right?
No was right. No was right.
Blows to the right.
Do you think she's lying? That she knows something about my condition? I don't even know what to say. What it is anymore.
Blows to the right. Doesn't think she's lying.
Do you think I should still try with Valkyr?
Stops blowing.
Or would you get jealous?
Plus the right.
I really want to go to Loth right now. I want answers.
Yeah, it's like she's telling you probably shouldn't go to Lulth, but ultimately is leaving the decision up to you, especially when you're choosing your own god to follow. Like when you brought up Valkyr, she didn't have an answer, leaving it more towards you. But yeah, doesn't think that Lulth is lying, but doesn't suggest going to her either.
Because right now, I believe the only leads that I have to what is going on to me is the guy in Neverwinter. I forgot his name.
Lord Elagondar.
Elagondar.
Or Lowell. Yeah, I don't think these guys are gonna go. And we are thinking about going to the Deep Dark.
The Shadowfell.
Loth is on the way there.
Mm-hmm.
I could hit up Mama Sita for a second. The night just goes on with Cat Ford being like, I should. Oh no, I shouldn't. Being indecisive, weighing his option.
You are back and forth on your thoughts, not getting too many concrete answers from the the owner of the shield you bear. As the sun begins to rise and your allies begin to stir.
No more giants in the night.
No?
Hoot.
Hoot. Hoot hoot.
Hoot.
I love you.
Relief.
Okay, we should get going then. It's going to be a long day of riding, and then a battle at the end of it.
We got.
All right. You guys pack up camp, mount your griffins, they begin to take off into the blue skies ahead of you. So essentially it's going to be just a long day of travel. Is there anything you guys want to do during this? Essentially you're riding until dusk to get there in time. And you don't know what the state of battle will be when you arrive.
But what's the wind condition you think when we get there? Because that's what we have to go for. There's going to be lots of small fry and such that we don't want to be too weakened before we, whatever fight we have to take on. Just saying, where can we be most effective?
I think, because it's next to the ocean, and I didn't just look this up real quick, because I don't actually live next to an ocean. I think at night, as it cools down, because the ocean is going to be warmer, the wind is going to be moving towards the city out from the land to the ocean. So not exactly favorable for us if that actually has any impact during the battle. But then during the day, it goes from the ocean onto the land. If my 2-second search was correct.
I live near the ocean. I don't know.
I'm confused.
I believe he said win condition.
Oh, you thought I said wind.
Yes, I heard
got
wind. With your accent, I heard wind and was confused why the wind was so
No,
important.
I'm asking what the wind condition.
We've been traveling with you for quite a while. We still don't understand your accent.
Yeah, it's
sometimes.
I
real
don't
tough
understand
some
my
days.
accent. I don't know what this is. This is fantasy
I feel like it
accent.
wanders sometimes, and it's like I feel like I've gotten it figured out, and then it changes slightly.
Right, that's because I've lived a life on, the Fae and here, and I don't know.
It's okay. You're pretty.
Thank you. I know.
I think the win condition is the city is still standing.
No, like how do we end the fighting? What's the best course? Is there like a specific general that we have to kill, or?
We know the drill is possibly heading there, so possibly try and stop that before it does any more damage. We think that giant bird is going to be a part of that fight, so try and take that out as early as possible if we can.
Yeah.
We've never done aerial combat a lot, so that's going to be hard. But I think stopping drill, if it is there, would be a big thing.
I think the key would be stopping the drill before it gets to the city, which I don't know if we can do. I think that the drill, I don't know for sure if they are going for a specific thing, But the purpose of the drill might be just to get the army, behind enemy lines.
That's what I thought of as well. So I think as soon as we can, once we get there, we alert the defenders that they may be digging below the walls to enter inside of the city.
But what's the chances of us getting there before they do?
Slim?
That's probably
Possible?
be close.
Otherwise, I think it is a matter of trying to take out as many of the leaders of the giants as possible. Especially if it's the hill giants that are besieging it, they don't seem especially intelligent. So if they start to lose direction, we may be able to drive them off if it gets too difficult for them.
Also, this would be a prime time to finally use that T-Rex of yours.
Right now.
Not right now.
All right, no.
Not. I choose you.
T-Rex disappears into the trees below.
Yeah, during the fight,
But-
for sure.
What happens is that big bad Fomorian here or there.
He wasn't so tough.
I think we have to do as much as possible. Well, being honest, if the Fomorian Lord is there, or the Storm Giant, or a bunch of the Fire Giants, I'm not going to be the best to take them on in one-on-one combat. So, if necessary, if we need to divide our focus, I'll try to focus on the Hill Giants and some of their minions and defending the city. If Kelborn and Kevhorn go for the giant leaders, if we need to divide our focus, just because I think the two of you have the best chance of surviving that combat. And to that, I also mean Siegfried, you supporting them as opposed to splitting off. And I'll try to support the city as best as possible, if we need to.
Right. So we have no idea who might be the leader in this. So I guess we'll get there and figure out the wind condition.
Yeah, I think it's going to be not great, because Dasha did say that there was going to be an extra special surprise for us.
Oh.
Not in a good way. It wasn't in a, like, oh, I'm going to be there to help you type of situation.
I choose to be hopeful.
We do have potential allies coming from the Fae Court, which that could also help bolster and drive off hill giants and help bolster the city defenses. So again, I think our main focus should be the leaders, and then split our focus if needed.
Really?
All right. With plans laid, it starts to get closer to dusk, and you start to see the city of Waterdeep ahead of you. Let's get a little bit more thematic here. As you begin to approach, you see that the walls of Waterdeep have already started to become siege. The giant army hasn't fully encroached on the wall yet. They seem to be staying back for now, but you can see the sea of Ettins and trolls and ogres and hail giants and frost giants and fire giants have all kind of gathered a ways from the wall, but they have set up these enormous catapults and trebuchets. And they seem to be loading it with boulders that are being covered in lava from the fire giants as they launch them into the walls. The walls of Waterdeep are attempting to hold them back. Volleys of arrows and their ballistas and their own trebuchets and things are trying to hold them off, but they're just barely able to be keeping it at a stalemate right now. They don't seem to be able to continue this for long. As you approach, they're kind of off to the east. This giant army are kind of off to the east of Waterdeep. But as you approach, you also see enclosing quickly upon Waterdeep itself is an enormous storm cloud surrounded by 3 storm birds. And as you begin to get closer, they seem to overshoot Waterdeep. They go over the top of it, kind of causing a little bit of chaos, but begin to then descend upon the ground about, it seems about 500 feet away from Waterdeep to the south. You guys are approaching from the southeast. Is there anything you want to do right away to kind of prep? You're still like, I'll say you're still about 400 feet from where the storm cloud seems to be landing at this point. So it's kind of a prep stage, and it's not going to be like real-time prep right now. We're still kind of in setup phase. So if there's anything you want to prep ahead of time, or what kind of plans you want to lay. Or you can continue to see how it unfolds if you want to follow up on whatever happens with the storm cloud.
I mean, that's the storm giant queen and her daughters. But I also don't know. That's a lot more than I was necessarily expecting to be here.
Is there anything we can do to just quickly take out those trebuchets?
That was my initial thought, was to try and get rid of the siege equipment, and then... I mean, all of it's bad. This is much worse than I thought, but I think the siege equipment... I mean, the queens and the daughters are bad, but I think the siege equipment is worse right now, because I can target a lot more areas than four wizards, sorceresses. I don't know what they are.
Sorcerai,
wizardai.
All right, you begin taking wing towards the main army of giants. As you do, the storm cloud slams into the ground and begins to form into this storm giant queen that you guys have not seen yet before, with this incredibly tall robed figure. And the birds begin to morph and shape into her daughters, also wearing their robes. Let's get initiative quick.
Oh, I want to throw up.
Don't worry, it gets worse.
Oh, I rolled so bad. Shit. It's fine. It's not important for me to be first. Oh, I thought of something. It's, yeah, I mean, okay. Yeah. Okay.
And just remember, your griffins will act on your turn as well. Your AC is 12 and your hit points are 59 for your griffins.
Yeah.
They also do have a multi-attack, but asking them to attack is taking your action for the turn.
Good to know.
Having them attack, is that what you said was our action?
Yep, if you want the griffin to attack, it takes your action. If you want them to dash, that's their action. So it doesn't take up your action to dash if you like. And they do have 80-foot fly speed. So say, at this point in time, you're 160 from the main giant army, and you're 160 from the storm giants that have just landed. Let's just get initiatives. I have everything written out, so I don't have to ask for specific ones, so everybody can just say their initiatives.
14.
14 for Kelborn. Ooh.
Benjamin got a 6.
Benjamin got a 6. That's my man's.
I told you I rolled so bad.
5 for Siegfried.
5 for Siegfried. What do we got, Kelborn? Round us out.
I got a nat 20 for a 26.
A 26.
There we go.
we'll see how that turns out for you.
You can always count on Kev.
One of us has our shit together.
Hey, it's my Griffin. They're beefy.
It is your turn. Again, these storm giants have now taken shape on the field. It looks like the three daughters have kind of posted up, ready to cast spells if needed. But the storm giant queen seems to be going for something in her satchel. And then, of course, you've got the armies on the other side of you. Either group will need a dash action from your griffin to get to, but you can get to one of the two groups at this turn.
I don't want to go first.
You can always hold your action. Or delay your turn. I'll allow you, only for this turn, I'll allow you to delay your entire turn. If you wanted to. You have to tell me when you would like to go after.
Okay, sorry. Repeat the situation to me. Are the queens and her girlies behind or in front?
They're to the south of Waterdeep, and I'll have a map in a moment. It's just the battlefield isn't set up yet.
Okay.
The way that I needed the map for. But so imagine Waterdeep is where my fist is. The queen and the daughters are to the south here. The army is to the east here, and you're kind of in between the two on the diagonal.
And I'm assuming Waterdeep's armies or whoever is already posted up to deal with the...
They are still within Waterdeep, but they are ascending volleys into the giant army and trying to hold it back. Yeah. So there's no foot soldiers on the ground outside the walls. They are all still within water.
I want to say no, whatever. I'll just do it. I'll go for the girly pops. I will. I don't need to dash to get to them, right?
Your griffin needs a dash, but that's a free action for your. Or that's your griffin's action without taking up your action. That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay. I'll dash over there, and as I am flying, my griffin will do a swoop. I'll jump, will throw trident, and land.
Who are you throwing your trident at?
Are they within 5 feet of each other?
Yeah, they're all standing next to each other.
Doesn't matter. I'll go for the queen bee.
All right.
I'm scared. No. They're storm giants, right? So they're gonna be resistant to what I'm about to do, but I'm also resistant to thunder.
Look, we gotta do what we gotta do.
I got a 25.
25 will hit.
I don't know if I wanted to hit or miss. Okay, what can I do to this? I will... I'll save my good stuff for later. That's going to be... $11 damage. And then I'm gonna need a DC 15 con save for everyone 5 feet within that radius of her.
See, con saves for the storm giants.
Probably very good.
Oh yeah. Queen got a nat 20 for a 30.
Oh,
16, 22, dirty 20, and that's all of them. I rolled too many dice.
Okay, none of them take additional damage.
Right.
Just that 11 for that queen bee.
Alright, 11 for that.
And then I'll spawn my... Wait, is it... I'm forgetting stuff. Bonus action, okay. I'll bonus action spawn my echo right next.
All right. And how far away did you jump off of your griffin? So your griffin's just free flying right now and you're on the ground?
I don't want the baby that the griffin is carrying to be hit, so I'm trying to make myself a target.
Okay. I'll say your baby will be fine. If you're on the griffin
I did
still.
land, I want to say 40 feet from them.
40 feet from them. All right. Where the heck? We'll put you right about. Yeah, we'll put you there. All right. So you land. This Triton sticks into the Storm Queen's arm, and it kind of shakes for a second and rushes back out. You see she turns to look at you as you land on the ground and spawn your echo. This echo of a version of you that seems to have reconstituted itself after being crushed. You can kind of see bone spurs sticking out of different parts of the arms and legs, and kind of hunched over a little bit. You can see her clouded over eyes as she looks at you, and lightning crackles between her hands as she pulls out this. Looks like it's a scroll that would be the size of something you guys would use. Not giant size scroll, just a little scroll. And you can see her 3 daughters kind of all light their fingers and put them to her throat, all casting a thaumaturgy spell to amplify her voice so that everyone can hear. As she looks down at you, so you came. Just know you and your friends brought this upon these people. She turns back to look to Waterdeep. Remember your heroes as your demise finds you. And she unrolls the scroll and begins to chant out this spell. Now, a little preface to this scroll, because it is a nasty scroll. For deep underneath the Reghead Glacier, where the ancient ruins of the Nethri city stood, where the most powerful artifact of the giant culture was, there was also what might consider the most dangerous scroll within Faerun to ever be created. As she chants out these words, sparkles begin to form in front of her, and start to manifest this enormous creature, larger than anything you've seen. I've said this multiple times in this campaign, larger than anything you've seen. About the size of a mountain, as this enormous creature begins to appear, large spines racing down its back, the long tail wrapping around it. You almost can't tell what it is because it is napping as it appears here on the ground in front of these giants. But an ancient beast has now awoken on this battlefield, and we'll bring you guys to a map here.
I want to go home. I'm not excited for
home.
this game anymore.
Why not?
They just spawned Godzilla, bro.
Baka.
Essentially, yeah.
Isn't there? Is
Probably describe it as
Arcturus literally like immortal? I know there's like you essentially have to make them go to sleep to deal with them or something, which I don't think we know in character.
Oh yes, Grizz and DrPhage picked it up in Rime of the Frostmaiden. There is a scroll of Summon Tarask underneath the or in the spire there, and that is what is happening here. I told you guys to trust me, and do you still trust me? Is the question.
Less so, but yes.
Hey, I'm in front of the thing.
So now I'll kind of explain more of how this combat is going to roll out. So there is a Tarask moving at the wall. This Tarask is just waking up from a, who knows, centuries long sleep. So it's not at full fighting form yet. It seems to be moving a little groggy. It's still kind of like standing up and waking up at this point. But it looks like the storm giants are not sticking around for this. They were just dropping this thing off and leaving. So that's one less thing you have to worry about, if that helps. The Giants army, on the other hand, and the city of Waterdeep are going to be conducting their own kind of battle, which I kind of stole from NADPOD. Because if you want battle mechanics, you go to Murph for that kind of stuff. So every round, they are going to be rolling against each other using a D6. You guys will roll the D6 for Waterdeep. The Giants will roll. I'll roll the Giants D6. As of right now, the Giants have a few modifiers because they have the upper hand in this fight. But as we go at the top of every round, at initiative 20, I should say, you guys are also going to roll a d20 to see what kind of allies join your side of the fight to give you guys buffs. You can use each buff once per turn. And at the beginning of every turn, it's like a dragon's breath weapon. You roll a d6, and then on 5 or 6, that ability recharges. You can add that ability back to your modifier. The two sides are starting at even. They have to get 3 wins on their side positively to win that fight, and it'll kind of move back and forth as each team wins a thing. So. And that's going to be going on initiative 10. Sorry, the siege battle will be in there. Otherwise, you guys are fighting a Trask. So, I think this is a good little break time for us. I don't want to break the steam, but I want to give you guys kind of some moments to think about all the things that you have going on. So we're going to take a quick break on our side, and we're going to continue the battle shortly for the audience. All right, we've come back from War Room, however much our group decided on. But that brings us to, we're going to move to initiative 14, which is Kelborn and the Tarrasques share this initiative. So Kelborn, you go first.
I will follow. I mean, I was going to say I'll follow Kevhorn's lead, except I'm not going to attack or whatever. So I'm going straight for the big bad. Can I even reach the Tarrasque?
You have 160 feet if your Griffin dashes.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm flying over there. Trying to figure out if I should stay on Griffin or jump on its back, but
I might cut that in.
I am going to stay. Am I going to have any sort of disadvantage if I'm on the bird trying to attack this, like flying?
No. Okay.
So I heft my big sword and try and like rake it across the back of the Tarrasque.
All right, give me your attack.
I will Hunter's Mark it before I do anything, and then attack. Oh, that's definitely it. Not really. I don't know. It might not be. It might be close with this thing. That is 21. Yeah, probably
21
not.
actually misses the Tarrasque.
Yeah, I figured. Yeah, I rolled an 8. Hold on.
Okay. Well, rolling an 8 into a 21 is your attacks are still probably going to hit more at the time, but yeah, that first one just misses.
Oh, so that would be a 20, not a 21.
It's 20. Yeah, that's a miss.
Yeah. And then we'll roll a second attack.
All right.
For extra attack. Oh, come on, Kelborn. Okay. Whew, that's a 16 plus 12. So I'm gonna
28.
Yes, that hits.
That will hit.
Okay, sweet. All right, so that is going to be and 14 20 24 32 points of damage. If you need to break that down because of like resistances, I can do that.
Nope, shouldn't have to.
Okay.
Unless there's actually, yeah, give me a little damage, sorry. There is something in there.
Okay, so 1 point of psychic.
Mm-hmm.
And 7 points of fire.
Okay.
And then there's 16 points of like my magic slashing weapon.
All right. Yeah, you take your first swing and kind of your sword kind of glances off this strong carapace that lines the back of this creature, and you kind of fly a little bit lower and swing at some of the still pretty tough but weaker underbelly part of it. And as your sword slashes through, you see the fire doesn't necessarily scorch the skin the way you'd like it to, but the slash itself goes through and leaves a wound, though small, still doing damage to this creature.
Okay. I would like also a strength saving throw, which is just going to automatically succeed. Like, there's no way it can fail this.
I would hope so. I'd be rather upset if it failed. Although it doesn't have an extra bonus, it just has its normal strength. Oh, wow. You know what? Well, wait. Does your strength save have like specific size things for it?
Nope.
All right, I'll let it go through. It rolled a natural 1 to get an 11.
Oh, wow. It's actually restrained for 1 minute.
Oh, nice. Is there a breakout of that?
Let's see. It must succeed a strength saving throw or be restrained for 1 minute while restraining the shackles. The target takes 2d6 fire damage at the start of each of its turn. Can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of its turns.
Okay, cool. Yeah, we won't have to worry about the fire damage. I'll just tell you now, it's immune.
Okay, got it.
But it is restrained. But it is its turn.
Yes.
It can't do anything because it's still slow started. So at the end of its turn, it'll try to break out.
Oh, it takes 2. Oh, it doesn't matter. You're right.
Yep. These chains wrap around this enormous creature, which we kind of talked about before this. The token doesn't necessarily represent how big this thing is. It is incredibly enormous, size of a mountain, essentially. But these chains wrap all the way around it. It gets a 22 to break out of these chains.
Breaks out.
Yeah, they hold it back for a second while it's still kind of groggily standing up, and it kind of lashes back and forth, and the chains snap as this thing is now up and on the move. Then we have, it is now the siege turn. So like I said, you guys don't have any boons yet, but you are rolling a d6. So if somebody wants to roll a d6, I'll be going against my d6.
Okay.
Okay, Kyle, I trust you.
I know. I got a 4.
All right. They only rolled a 2, so they're going to be using some power this time to try and at least break even, if not overcome the water deep. So the first one they're going to use is their Fire Giant Constructs, which will add another d6 to this roll.
Oh,
Best chance of being able to beat you at this point.
Lord.
So you see a couple more of these trebuchets, kind of almost steam powered, begin to pull back to release another volley, and they do beat. They get to 5 with that. So this round, the Giants take 1 point of victory over Waterdeep. But again, hopefully you guys are now going to be starting to get allies. Can I grab you, please? Getting this little dot to move is so awful on this map. You have to be so zoomed in to move it.
Is it a shape?
Yeah.
Yeah, shapes are the worst on Roll20. Roll20 fucking fix shape. It's so hard to select them once they're on there.
I had like no tokens that would make sense to use, so I just chucked a shape on there. It's real bad. All right, but they used up one of their abilities, so they have to roll to see if they get it back. Next turn. Right. We then move to Benjamin. It is your turn. You are on Griffin right now.
Okay.
Try not to throw up.
Yeah, that's real. Okay. We're gonna have, it's gonna take all of his movement, but we're gonna have Huey fly up. so that he can potentially assist on later rounds. So Huey just like, I'm just like, you gotta go, bud. I know it's real bad. You'll come back eventually.
All right, I'm real scared.
You and me both. Okay, let's try this. No, I want to do... Oh, fuck, I don't know if this thing is smart or not. Dang it. Okay, this one isn't dependent on that. Okay, we're gonna do this one. I don't think I actually need to get any closer. I don't. I'm gonna get like this much closer. But I am going to point at the Tarrasque and hope in its still muddled state it isn't very smart, as I'm gonna cast Ralutham's Psychic Lance at it. I need an intelligence saving throw.
An intelligence saving throw. Is this a spell that specifically targets a creature? No, sorry. It's if it requires a ranged attack roll. You're fine.
Which is not. This is a saving throw.
Saving throw. Let me just double check. I know everything. It does have advantage though. It gets a dirty 20 on that.
Okay. So it is gonna succeed, so it'll take half damage on this, and I didn't roll very well, and it doesn't get any of the other cool stuff. Cool. Ugh. So it's gonna take 22 half down to 11 psychic damage. Fucking sucks.
Hey, it's still chippy. Take chippy any day of the week, you know?
And then, I may have to actually get closer for this. It's been so long since I've had an actual fight. How far away can I summon this? "60 feet. Okay, I have to move 1 square closer, as I'm gonna summon my anchor right behind Huey. And that's gonna make a nice little attack roll. No, I got an 11. I rolled so bad.
It kind of bounces off of its carapace as well. Anything else
Okay.
from Benjamin?
No, that's all I got for right now.
All right, Siegfried, it is your turn.
All right, I am going to fly right there, which I feel like I already missed because there's so many. There, and then I'm gonna bless. Can I reach everyone? That's right, Benjamin. I can't reach you. I'm gonna bless me and Kelborn and Kefort.
All right.
Okay.
Put whatever tokens you have to put on yourselves. Remind yourselves that you're blessed. And anything else from Siegfried?
That is all that I got.
All right. At initiative 0, we aren't going to go to the other battle that is happening at the same time every turn, but I want to check in every once in a while, because while this battle is happening in Waterdeep, the siege on Neverwinter has been taking place for a little over a day. We see as the Neverwinter is trying to hold back against enormous, like tree-sized spears flying from the clouds, as cloud giants are unleashing their ballista bolts upon the city. We see as the Count and Countess of the cloud giants are sitting on a chariot in the clouds, being drawn by 2 enormous winged horses, as floating platforms sit next to them. There's a small orchestra on one of them. There is some ballroom dances on another, But amongst the merriment up in the Cloud Giant space, amongst the Duke and Count and Countess, they stare with malice in their eyes down at the city, and hatred running through their veins, having been stolen from by the small folk. But as this is happening, shouts begin to ring out from some of the other cloud castles amongst them. And as they stand up to look at what this carnage is, one of the castles begins to crumble on the cloud. And as it does, the cloud disperses as an enormous black dragon rises up from underneath that cloud, and rings out a roar of causing terror to run through these cloud giants as a army of dragons follows behind him. We come back to this battle where Kevhorn is up in initiative.
Season 2, Army of Dragons.
I'll regret my choices later. I'm moving over here.
Oh!
My echo is gonna be right next to me. And
I need an
I'm
echo for Kevhorn.
gonna. I don't know why I'm looking at my spells. I can't do anything. I'm gonna poke it.
You're gonna poke it. All right, you're getting right in front of her and poking her.
Oh, 25?
25 just hits.
Oh. What? I want to go home.
The best thing about this is Kyle knows absolutely zero about the Trask, so Kyle's learning everything in motion. Everybody doesn't know a lot about it, but Kyle knows nothing. So,
Oh, I have to roll so high to hit it with any of my shit. Oh no. Oh no. Okay.
Thank you.
thinking about it.
Do I waste all of my stuff?
We got a long fight ahead of us, buddy.
Yeah. But this is a big boy threat.
I mean, do what you got to do.
I'm not gonna waste anything right now. That's gonna be a 12. And then I'll attack again.
Okay, 12 points of damage.
Yes, 12
Okay.
for that first attack. Trying to think if I have others. I rolled a 14 again. 14 plus 11, 25.
That'll hit.
That's gonna be 14 damage. That
14 damage.
Can I have my echo? Actually, no. I'm gonna take away my echo, and the next turn try spawn him on top of the thing.
Okay.
And that'll be my turn.
All right. That we go to initiative 20. You see as the wind begins to whip around these storm giants, as again the storm giant queen turns into this enormous dark storm cloud, and the three daughters turn into birds and begin to take flight off back northernly. If somebody would like to roll me a d20 to see which allies join you. So essentially these are broken up into 1 through 4, 5 through 8, 9 through 10, 13 through 16, 17 through 19, and then a nat 20 is its own thing. And you can only get each ally, like once you get the ally, they are there. So next round, if you roll that number again, you just won't get an ally that turn. And they each come with their own boon thing. So whoever wants to roll it.
Do it, Chris.
5.
5. you begin to hear coming from the north. Actually, as you're watching the storm cloud recede to the north, you see another group of, like, it looks like a giant flock of birds coming from the north. And you begin to hear the beating of war drums as these griffins descend from the north, having been alerted by the dragon Winter's Bane descending to the south. The Goliaths of Icewind Dale have come to your aid. War drums beating as they descend down upon this giant army. A few of them drop from their griffins to get right into the fray. You see the chieftain drop in and begin swinging his axe. The Goliath that Kevhorn squared off with, that has the two astral arms coming out of the top of her shoulders, drops and starts brawling with the giants. The Goliath will give you can add a +1 to your roll.
Oh,
Of course, that's you can use it once per round, and once you use it, you have to recharge it, much like a dragon's breath. So you have that for this round. We don't get to the siege until later, but the Goliaths have joined your fight. So we now move to initiative 14, where Kelborn goes.
okay. I am going to attack. Same thing. I fly through on my bird and try and rake across one of its legs with my sword. That is a 30.
30 will hit.
For before I do that, I start growing bigger in size. We'll say as I'm doing it.
Okay.
So I use Giant's Might or whatever it's called.
Or whatever the heck it's called.
That griffin is working overtime to keep you up.
21 plus 8. So 29. Well, I feel like I'm doing less damage than I usually do in my first attack. I think I'm doing something wrong.
Are you
29.
adding your modifier?
Yeah, I'm adding it. I just feel like I'm missing one of my abilities. Something
Hunter's
feels
Mark.
off. No, I got that. I don't know, something feels off. But either way, so that's 29. And then I'll go for my second attack. Another 30. This time I don't do nearly as much damage because I don't get all those other things. So this would be 6 plus 8. What's 6 plus 8? 14.
14 points damage. I will say, a little peeky loo. Between Kevhorn and Kelborn, they have done over damage at this point.
You've done over what?
Over 100 damage.
Whew. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna action surge.
All right.
And take out my T-Rex.
I didn't make a stupid token with a T-Rex.
I'm gonna say "He is you" and throw him, or however you activate him.
I forget what the word is, but yeah, we'll go with accuse you. Do I have anything similar to a T-Rex around here?
It's just a little Tarask.
Just a baby T-Rex. What? I gotta look at the size of the T-Rex too. Actually, you can pull up your T-Rex's stat block. That'll just be easier if you have it.
Oh, yeah, that would be, huh? Is it the same as like a actual T-Rex? Because I can just.
It should just be, yeah. It's just the same as the T-Rex,
Yeah, okay.
5e T-Rex. Here you can have a permafrost elemental.
Can I have the King of Feathers? Just kidding.
No, he's special.
Nope.
All right. So I've summoned him. Do I need to roll initiative for him, or are we playing this out?
No, he'll just work on your initiative.
Is it an action for me to control him?
No, I think you just give them commands.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. So does he get to go, or do I have to wait?
Oh, no, he can go.
Nibble his legs.
He's huge, so he's twice bigger than this.
So I'll have him try to nibble the legs of this Trask.
Right.
15 plus 10, so that would be a 25. I think that just hits, right?
That hits.
4d12 plus 7. Should I just do the average damage, or do you want me to roll?
Up to you.
33 then. 33 piercing. And then Harrison makes 2 attacks, one with a bite and one with his tail. So then he goes for the tail attack. Don't I need to do like a wisdom save to see if he listens to me or something like that?
You have to roll a d20.
Yeah, roll d20.
I probably should have did that first, huh? I rolled a 3.
Okay.
It still works. It's as long as it's not a 1.
Okay.
I was gonna say, Grizz, if you rolled a 1 on the first time you use this T-Rex and the first command,
Why couldn't this be on a sword attack? The dinosaur got a nat 20 on its tail attack.
Oh, nice.
So the 20 becomes 40 for doubling.
All right. So the T-Rex bites into this Tarrasque, but something about this Tarrasque skin, the teeth don't seem to break through. And it's latching onto this Tarrasque and doesn't seem to be doing damage, but it has the Tarrasque's attention. So it's doing something. It just doesn't seem to be breaking skin.
What about the tail left a little bruise, right?
Yeah, I left a little bruise. We'll say
Good,
that.
good. It's doing something.
But yes, it seems non-magical attacks do not affect this thing.
Okay. That's my turn.
All right. Then it's the Tarrasque's turn. The Tarrasque, unfortunately, is still pretty dagum sleepy, but it does gain its first ability this round and now has full movement. As you are all surrounded, are you staying there, by the way, Kelborn?
Yeah.
Just hanging out there? All right, cool. As it stands up to its full height on its 2 hind legs, kind of crouching forward, balancing itself with its tail, it lets out a terrible yell, a terrible roar that shakes your very being. I need a wisdom saving throw from everybody, including your griffins, who have, what does your griffins have? They have a +1 to their wisdom saves. As this frightful presence rings through all of you. So the T-Rex, the Griffins, and you guys. And I think Huey needs to make one. I'm not sure if Huey's affected by Frighten or not.
Okay. So I got an 18.
Okay, you
Fingers
passed.
crossed. Okay. My bird got a 20 total.
Your Griffin passes.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, like you've already done a ton of damage to this thing, so you know you can make this thing bleed. So that resolve holds within you, and this roar doesn't shake you. What's your T-Rex get? T-Rex has a +1 to wisdom.
Oh, my T-Rex. I'm sorry.
Oh, I thought you were rolling for it.
Nope. Wow, I'm rolling really good tonight. So that's an 18 total for the T-Rex.
Yeah, T-Rex is not scared, but the Tarrasque does seem to be squaring up to this T-Rex as well.
Okay.
Benjamin, what'd you get?
I got a natural 1.
Oh,
Okay. You are frightened.
Yeah. I don't do attack actions. It's fine. It's and most of my stuff I should be okay at the distance I'm at. My Griffin got a 12.
Okay, Griffin is also frightened.
Huey got a 19 on the die. I didn't look up what Huey's.
He was good to go.
He was just like, you can't kill me.
Mistress will do much more to me. You can. Siegfried, what'd you get? And your Griffin.
Siegfried got an 8, and my Griffin got a 17.
Okay. Siegfried is frightened. Your Griffin is not. So it doesn't affect movement at least, but you have disadvantage on attack rolls.
Mm-hmm.
Kevhorn, you only had to roll. You roll for both in case you want to bring your Griffin back to this fight, but right now it's kind of just dinking around.
Well, no matter what, we're both frightened. I got a 6
Okay.
on my first roll and a 10 on my second roll. You could choose whoever.
You're both frightened.
We're both frightened.
So I think everybody but Siegfried's Griffin and then all of Kelborn and his allies are frightened.
I figured out why I've been doing less damage. It doesn't matter for this fight. But it's because I have Great Weapon Master, so if I've been taking a -5 penalty to get +10 damage. And that doesn't matter for this fight because I probably won't be doing that.
No.
Fair enough. Fair enough. All right. With the Tarrasque roaring, it's now going to take its move, and it's just going to step over the top of Kevhorn. No, wait, sorry. It's not going to move because it wants to fight the Tyrannosaurus. So it squares up, and it's going to end its turn. We now get to the siege. So you guys have all of your one ability, which is a +1. I'm going to roll to see if they get back their fire giants. They do, unfortunately, with the 6 on the D6. So who wants to roll the 6 for this round? You can choose to use your buffs after you roll and you see the results of both sides. So yeah, who wants to roll?
I can do it.
All right.
To be fair, I've been rolling like shit, so I apologize in advance. It's fucking 6.
They also rolled a 6. So I'm only allowing the enemies to use one at a time, although you guys can pull. So they are going to use their Might of the Giant Kin, which is a +1. So essentially, force you to use your +1 to make it a stick.
Yeah. Cool.
So no
stalemate though.
Yeah, so no movement on this round, but using up your ability. All right, Benjamin.
Okay, I'm a little fraidy boy for real now.
Okay.
Would you say my magically conjured... No. Oh, sorry. I think I had a plan, but I'm reassessing my plan.
Okay.
I am going to, because we just got so much nonsense down there, and I'm the king of summoning nonsense. I'm going to, for the first time, summon Bigby's hand on the other side of the Tarrasque, and it's just a big old fist.
Nice. I should have been aware of this because I have a Bigby's hand on my in Rime, but not here. So it's going to be Huey's as a rat. Your Bigby's hand. I'll give you control of it in just a second here.
Okay.
It's large, right?
Yes, it's large. So because I'm doing a clenched fist, we're gonna make a melee spell attack. Unfortunately, I have disadvantage on this, so we'll see if it even works out. But we gotta do something. No. Lower of that was a 2, so that's not even gonna get close to doing anything.
That is just going to hit the side of this Tarrasque, and you can see the hand kind of shakes out the shock that it receives from hitting this wall of a beast.
Yeah. Okay. Bonus action. We're gonna try and attack with the chain.
All right.
Still a disadvantage. Nope. So that's a 4 on the die. So that's not gonna do anything. And then Huey is going to assist Kelborn. So he's gonna give him the help action. So you'll have advantage on your first attack.
All right. At the end of your turn, you can repeat the saving throw for both the Griffin and you, but it is at disadvantage because the Tarrasque is in line of sight.
Well, I rolled another natural 1 for me.
Good.
Well, my Griffin got a natural 20, but the other one's a 12.
Oh, so you're both still frightened, unfortunately, but it's only really affecting your attack rolls, so the Griffin missing isn't as bad.
I think, no, I'm just going to hang out there. Until he starts moving, I'm not going to move.
Cool. Then it is Siegfried's turn.
I am going to start moving. I'm going to move. Oops. This map is too big.
I had to make it big so the Tarrasque wasn't just on the wall within a turn.
What is it? Moving and ruling at the same time? Isn't it shift?
I'm not sure.
I've never known. It's always a mystery every time someone says it.
I don't remember. Okay. Can I like There. Okay, so that's 60 feet. We'll do that for now. So I'm moving 60 feet out. And then as I do so, Siegfried begins to, his halos begin to glow a little bit more. He brings his wings out, and they begin to shimmer in this ethereal dust. And I am using Radiant Soul to become full Aasimar.
Oh, there we go. We have full Aasimar on the field as this brilliant light begins to shine from Siegfried. Is there any effects that I have to worry about for that right now, or?
Not this time, I don't believe so.
All right, sounds good. Anything else from you?
Man's just ulted.
That's all I can do, sadly.
All right. Back in Neverwinter, we see as dragons are attacking and clawing the bottom of these clouds, attacking the base of these castles where all the arcane energy is held to keep the clouds strong enough to hold the castles up, and castles begin to crumble as the trebuchets begin to be turned to try to attack these dragons, and the cloud giants are going for their own spears to try and attack the dragons. The majority of the fight has been moved from sieging Neverwinter to trying to keep the dragons off the clouds in the sky. We return back to Kevhorn.
What was the save again?
The save is at the end of your turn, so you can take your turn to begin. Yep.
Disadvantage, right?
Yep, disadvantage on attacks.
Can I still spawn my guy on top of, or at least climbing on the side of the Trask?
Yeah, you can do that.
Okay. I'm gonna do that, then try hit it. Yeah, I don't.
Okay. You miss with your attack.
I'll try attack again. Extra attack.
Echo's trying to climb on the side of this Trask.
I'm gonna do an extra attack. Are you sure I have disadvantage?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
What? I rolled a nat 20.
Ugh.
I don't hit.
All right. Any movement from you? You can only move away from it at this point, unfortunately.
I'm not. Am I forced to move away?
You don't have to move away, but the only movement you take has to be away. If you.
I am not moving.
All right. Then give me your saving throw. Wisdom save, disadvantage. But you can add bless.
I am going to add my advantage.
All right. So it's a flat roll.
You said wisdom, right?
Wisdom. Yep. Do you have aura right now?
Yes.
Your saving throw aura, so you should be able to add a +2 to that.
That's already included on D&D.
Yeah, it's already included.
Oh, there you go then.
I think I passed. 16?
16 actually doesn't pass. Just short. Your Griffin can also make the save. Disadvantage.
Oh, right. Nope.
Nope.
Disadvantage is hitting me hard. I'm rolling good first time, second time I'm not.
All right, we get back to initiative 20, which is where we try to gather more allies. If somebody wants to roll a d20.
Okay.
I've been rolling like shit on my 20s tonight, so not me.
Either.
Oh yeah, I'm not either. 17.
17. The ground begins to shake underneath this army. You might think it might be like drills happening, but as the ground begins to shake more and like giants begin to lose their footing, erupting out of the earth, holding one of these drill carts in its mouth, is this enormous purple worm. As it kind of rips through the air, you can see ruins etched into the side of it, giant ruins that are glowing as it burrows back underground after taking out this drill cart. You now have the purple worm on your side from the Stone Giant Conclave.
Not any purple worm.
And with the purple worm, you get to add a d6 to your roll. So we now have that available.
Thank you, Dreamkeeper. Thank you.
Well, no, this one is the purple worm from your trial.
Oh,
yeah,
dude, I thought
Sorry.
this was
not to take away the fan service, but this is the purple worm from earlier this campaign.
Yeah.
We'll do a quick little scene of the stone giants etching ruins into this purple worm, because though they can't be part of the fight themselves, your time with them did move them with the stories you told of what could happen in the future, and they are helping in any way they can by sending this purple worm to help.
So there's a chance we get another purple worm.
Possibly. All right. We then have Kelborn.
All right. I cheer with excitement at seeing this display before focusing up and going for a big old cut. Ooh, that's really good. It hits. It's 19 plus 12 plus. Where's my plus? Plus 2. That was with advantage. So that is 10, 15. 22 plus 8, so 30
damage.
Yeah, 30 damage. Trying to think if there's anything else I can do. You know what, I'm gonna go for great weapon master attack thing. Take a minus 5 with the bless.
Great.
I mean, that might counteract maybe. Oh, bless actually is cocked. I forgot to roll the d20. Oh, nat 1. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, well, all right.
Yeah.
That is unfortunately not gonna work.
My T-Rex, so I'm assuming it's immune, so the actual attacks don't matter, so we're not gonna roll anything for that. So should I still roll the wisdom check though to see if it like goes against us? Is it every round? Or just when you summon it?
If you're not, it's only if you command it to do something.
Okay.
So if you don't command it to do anything,
I do. I'd say look pretty, and then I roll
Okay.
a 17, so we're okay.
Okay, you're fine. All right. Then it is the
It
Terras
starts
turn.
posing.
It's the Terras turn, and it gains its first attack, which is its claw, one of its claw attacks, and it's going to lift
Come
up
at me.
this giant arm and swing at the T-Rex.
Okay, I don't care about the
Yeah,
T-Rex.
it's fine.
It rolled a natural 1, which is the only way it's ever going to miss. So it does miss on this first one. It kind of just swings and is still a little bit groggy and slams its claws into the ground. Kevlarn, can I get a strength saving throw from your Echo, please? As it begins jostling.
Does my
around.
Echo have the aura centered on it too, or if it's within? Okay,
It has to be within 10 feet, is it right? Or 10 or 20 feet? What is it for your
10 feet.
10 feet.
10 feet? I think you would, unless you only summoned it 10 feet up, it might be outside of your aura.
What's the max distance I can summon this?
I think 30, right?
– 15.
15. So,
I can teleport to it if it's 30.
Okay. So did you do 15 or 10 then?
I would have thought max 15.
Okay. So yeah, don't add your aura to this.
Saving throw, right?
Mhm. Yep, strength saving.
19 plus 9 is
Yeah,
20.
you hold on.
Sorry to interrupt. Just because it might actually matter in the long run. I used my hill strike in that. I just didn't say I rolled the die. can you roll me the saving throw? I always forget about the secondary effect of it.
Strength save.
Yeah.
18.
Yeah, passes. I just figured if it rolls really bad, maybe we can get one of legendary resistance out or
I've rolled 2
something.
ones with this thing so far tonight. So, yeah.
Sorry about that.
No worries. All right. Then that means it is the Siege's turn. Again, you guys have access to the purple worm this round. You roll a d6 to see if you get back your Goliath this round. On a 5 or 6, you get it back.
Okay. I'll roll for the recharge.
Okay.
A 1. No giants.
1. The Giants also didn't get their Might of the Giantkin, so we're working with, you guys just have Purple Worm this round, and they have 2 of their abilities. So now we roll d6 against each other. So whoever wants to roll that d6, that's the actual attack.
I don't think Barely's rolled one yet.
Yeah, it's not barely
Do
good.
it. I really don't want
We believe in you.
But,
You got it. We have faith.
This is a bad idea. I got a 1.
Ah,
Got a 1. Do you want to add your Purple Worm in, or do you just want to lose the round? Because they got a
They got a what?
They got a 4.
I think we have to use it while we have it, because otherwise there'll be a 2 successes.
Yeah. Okay. Use it.
Come on, big money.
That was a 3, so 4 total.
So 4.
So we tie.
So it does tie. I will have them rock volley, which is a +1. Sorry,
son of-
rock volley isn't a +1. Rock volley is a disadvantage. So re-roll your second dice.
3.
3. So still a 4, right? So
Yep.
yeah, it evens out for another round.
Okay.
All right. So we've used up Purple Worm here. Right now you're at none, but hopefully you get another ability this next turn. Get some recharges. We get to then Benjamin.
Okay. I think. Oh, cool. Okay. This is a much better bonus action. But what I am going to do is, I think I'm too far away from that for that. Son of a bitch. I am. I can't get any closer to him. He doesn't seem to be healing in any way, is he?
Doesn't seem like a no.
Okay. I positioned myself in exactly the wrong spot to have a fear on me. Okay. We're just gonna try some Eldritch Blasts then.
All right. These will range target spell. All right. Use your first one.
No, that's gonna miss. That's a 17. That misses again with a 15.
All right. So unfortunately, the wording of this doesn't matter if you miss or not.
Cool, love that.
So. Okay. So one of them you see kind of pings off the shell and goes straight up in the air. The second one hits the shell and ricochets directly back at you. Can I get damage, please?
Oh, sure.
Actually, does a 17 hit you?
Absolutely,
That
it
was-
does.
okay.
I only have a
Yeah,
14
then
armor
roll damage,
class.
please.
okay, I want to invoke my Cloud Rune.
Okay.
And choose to attack the. I choose to attack the Tarrasque is going to attack the shadow clone there, Kevhorn. That's okay. So you want me to read what it says?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out
Okay.
who you're making it attack. Is what I'm saying.
Oh,
my echo.
Echo. I couldn't think of
Oh,
the
yeah,
word
yeah,
echo.
Yeah.
yeah.
What's your Echo's AC?
My echo's AC.
Oh shit! I had to attack Kevhorn. I didn't think of the numbers there.
My echo's AC is 18.
It glances off of your Echo as you see this Eldritch Blast just ping ping and go shooting off, not harming anybody.
Oh, okay. Cool. Love that. Love that for myself. Bonus action is going to be to try and punch this thing with Big B's hand.
All right.
Nah, I've rolled so many fucking ones tonight. Holy shit.
Going well for everybody here.
Huey's gonna give advantage to Kelborn again. Sorry.
One. Okay. All right. Cool. Then you can do your save. You and your Griffin save this.
If my second dice could roll above a 10, I would love that because I got another natural 20 for myself.
Darn it.
That's gonna fail anyways because my Griffin got a 10 on the die and it only has a +1. Holy shit. Okay.
Yeah, this is a hard one to beat, especially having disadvantage. Right. Then we move to Siegfried, who is he's ass marred up, baby.
Yeah, I guess I should have flipped these, but that's okay. Siegfried begins to tie some what kind of looks like rope around his wrists, invoking Ilmater. And as he does this, he begins to chant, "Where the giants tread, may your chains bind their cruelty. Where the terrace roars, may your lion shite through its wrath. Turn aside the hand of destruction from those yet meant to serve your purpose." And I am using Divine Intervention.
Oh.
Okay. Roll me your D100. You have to get 10 or lower.
It is a 44.
Ah.
44. You call out for Ilmater, but it does not seem that he is able to intervene into this fight.
Akim's crossing his toes there. He's like, please don't succeed.
It was a good call. I figured when he was asking about it that it was going to happen this session, but
Yeah.
All right. We continue
and then
on.
just feeling a little down, he'll have his Griffin move a little bit closer.
All right. You can do your saves. Actually, did your Griffin pass? It wouldn't be able to move closer if it didn't.
Yeah, my Griffin was one of the...
Oh, yeah, that's right. Your Griffin passed. You didn't. Right. All right. You can roll your save then. Disadvantage.
It's a wisdom.
Yep.
21.
21. You are no longer frightened. All right. Then we move back to Kevhorn.
Okay. You gonna try attack? I don't hit on the first one. And I don't hit on the second one.
All right, we're doing well, gang. Unfortunately, it's kind of a stalemate, so it's not. So even though you aren't rolling well, neither is it. But Kevhorn, you can do your save. Disadvantage.
Oh, wait. Sorry, what?
Kevhorn.
Kevhorn. I thought you said Kelborn. I was like, what save?
I am gonna use my advantage again for this.
All right, flat roll. You get to add bless.
I'm assuming it's 17.
Yeah.
I rolled a 14. What about this bless? That's a 3. 17.
3. You're no longer frightened.
Nice.
I'll roll for my Griffin. See what it's doing. Nope.
Oh yeah, just see if you're Griffin.
Nope.
All right.
Nope.
We have a D20 for allies then. So roll the D20.
Haven't rolled for allies yet. I can do it.
All right.
I want a nice middling number.
We've got 4 more allies in the wings.
Rumshoe.
I would have, but they're too far away. Actually,
8?
All right. An 8, unfortunately, is also the Goliath, so no allies added this round.
Of course.
All right.
Sorry, y'all.
No, we're getting to that point where we're going to start hitting similar numbers. So we get then to 14, so it's Kelborn's turn.
Okay. One trick pony over here. I'm gonna go ahead and keep just like on the back of my griffin, still just carving at this thing's legs, flying underneath it, you know. Oh, that's pretty good. I didn't call it though, because I'm dumb, so I won't do it. It's a hit. I mean, 17 plus 12 plus 3.
Yep.
And this is my last hill giant strike, by the way, so let me forget to do the strength thing. Okay, so it's 11, 13, 16, 18. 26 damage on this attack.
All right.
So I gotta take out one of those die. Take out that one. And then I will attack again. And this time I will do the Great Weapon Master. I'm feeling cocky.
All right.
I shouldn't have said that. I miss on this one.
All right. It rolled a 16 for the save.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it passes. Let's double check that. That is 8 plus proficiency plus strength. I think it still succeeds, but so 8.
You have maxed out strength.
17. So yeah, it beats it by 1.
Oh no, it loses by 1.
Wait, didn't you say I rolled an 18?
He rolled a 16.
Oh, then yeah, he loses.
It is going to use a legendary resistance to pass.
Ah, that's okay. That was the whole point. I wanted to waste those.
Yeah. Gets rid of 1 legendary resistance.
Sorry, I forgot. Can my echo also climb up another 15 feet?
Yeah, it can climb up 15 more feet. All right. Oh, yep.
I command the T-Rex to look as appetizing as possible.
Okay.
Like a roasted steak.
All right.
I rolled a 20. No, why?
Yeah, it's looking so appetizing.
What a waste.
It's shaking its rump.
But it is the Tarrasque turn, and it now gets to take 2 claw attacks on its turn.
Yep.
And both are coming for this T-Rex. Again, if it doesn't roll a 1, it hits, because it has a plus 19 to its attack. That is an 8, so it is going to hit on the first claw. And we'll go for second claw here just to get that out of the way. That will also hit. All right, so let's get some damage, shall we? It's going to be 31 from the first hit. And 29 from the second hit, so a total of 60 points of damage to the T-Rex.
Okay.
Which leaves it at what, 76?
Yeah, 76.
All right, so it takes 2 rending claws into this T-Rex, who has been shaking its rump, trying to be appetizing. All right, then we move to the siege once again. We need 2 d6 rolls to see if you get your abilities back. Let's go for Goliath first. Who wants to roll that?
Okay.
Yeah, I don't trust any of my rolls tonight.
6.
6. You get back your Goliath. Who wants to roll the other d6 for the purple worm?
I'm doing it. It's been a bit.
All right.
I won.
A 1. You don't get purple worm back, so you get your Goliaths. Giants didn't get back either of theirs, so d6 versus d6. Who wants to roll it?
Okay.
Okay.
Five.
5. Giants rolled a 3, so they are going to use their fire giant constructs to add another d6.
Okay.
And they got a 3. So it's 6 versus 5. You guys have Goliath, which add a +1. If you want to add Goliath to even it, you can, or you take a loss for the round.
I'm taking the tie, so I'm adding a 1.
All right, taking the tie. This war is at a stalemate, as well as the Tarrasque and you guys fighting each other is at a stalemate. Which, again, could be worse.
Yeah.
Could be worse.
I'd rather be at a stalemate than losing. We've had a lot of close calls on that.
All right. Then that means we get to Benjamin.
Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. Bonus action. Bigby's hand. Can I get above a 10? I rolled 2 10s. It still doesn't hit, but because it's only a 20, but I rolled a 10 or above.
You're climbing.
Second part of the plan. I'm going to use my action to minor illusion blinders on my griffin
Okay.
so that it cannot see the Tarrasque.
Okay.
So it doesn't have disadvantage on its saving throw.
All right. Sounds good. I'll allow that.
Okay, that'll be my action. So I'll roll for my... Oh, Huey's gonna assist Kelburn again.
Let's go.
I fail, doesn't matter. Come on, Griffin. That's not enough with a 15.
Griffin just short.
Oh,
We'll get there someday.
it's okay. It's okay. We're just gonna keep those blinders on this Griffin.
All right. Then that means it's Siegfried's turn.
All right. I'm going to fly a bit forwarder. No, you know what? I'm going to stay there. And I am going to cast Guiding Bolt at first level.
All right. Roll your to hit.
That is a natural 1.
Natural 1.
Oh no.
Pings off, shoots off into a different direction.
And that's all I can do.
All right. Then that means we are at the top of initiative again. I just want to check with everybody. How much longer can people go?
I'm good.
I'm good.
But I'm in a different time zone.
Yeah.
I'm muted. I can keep going. I can go until I can push it to 12 if you want.
Okay, cool. Yeah. I just want to make sure. Don't want to push anybody longer than we have to because this is going to be a long fight. Just kind of the nature of it. Especially when we're all just kind of slapping each other. We get to Kevhorn.
Gonna attack. The 26. That should just hit.
That hits, yeah.
It's gonna be. I'm gonna give you the total after I do everything.
Okay. Sounds good.
How much does smite do? 2d6? 2d8?
First level is 2d8, and then you add a d8 per level. Up to 5 d8.
So first hit, smite and stone strike, we are getting 26 damage.
26, all right.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna use my echo also. Actually, sure. Let's make it wild. I'll switch with my echo,
All right.
and the echo will attack from the ground. Does not hit. I rolled 2.
Yep, that'll miss.
And then I'm gonna extra attack again.
All right.
Nope, I don't hit. I rolled a 3.
All right. Couple misses from Kevhorn. That means we move to our d20 roll for allies. Who's up?
Who hasn't rolled for this yet? Yeah, do it. I already failed once, so you can't do any worse.
Hey, maybe I'll get the low number. 6.
A 6. That's the Goliath again. Goliaths are 5 through 8.
Son of a bitch.
You see, they're just pounding away on these war drums up on the griffins, while some of them either dive bomb with their griffins or just drop straight into the fight to take on the giants head on. All right. We then have Kelborn.
Okay. I have advantage on this one too still, right? I'm just getting advantage from Huey.
Yes.
Okay.
Your first back.
So I am going to do my Great Weapon Master on this. I shouldn't be doing that. So I miss. So no advantage on the next one. It's only for the one attack, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Only for the first.
Does extra attack only work if you hit the first attack?
No.
No.
Why did
you
I
can
just all of a sudden be like, have I been doing this wrong?
No, you can always attack
Okay.
dice.
So, I just go for damage this turn. I'm not gonna do the melee thing, but I'm gonna be really regretful when it's a high number. It's not, so
Another miss.
it's another miss.
Shoot.
Oh boy, folks.
It was
Oh boy.
swinging around our pool noodles at each other.
Yeah, that's rough.
Anything else you want to do, Kelborn?
Honestly, I don't have too many bonus actions, so I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say no.
All right. So there's an upside and a downside to nobody hitting each other. The upside is you guys aren't taking damage. The downside is the Trask gets more attacks every.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
now it includes its tail attack. So it's going to take its first claw on the T-Rex. That's going to hit with a 23. And it's going to need 2 claws at least to get through the thing. So it's going to attack it again with another 23. Let's do claw damage first before we do some big tail damage. That's 25 on the first hit.
Can I
Oh, sorry, it has. Okay, it won't be tail.
can I impose disadvantage on one of the attacks?
Yeah. It gets a higher number on its on that one. Still
Go
hits.
figure.
The second attack only does 26.
It's more than the first attack. What do you mean only?
What is your
25
T-Rex
left.
at?
25.
25 left. I actually forgot that Trask has 5 different types of actions. So it doesn't gain the tail, it gains its horns this turn.
Lovely.
The horns are still devastating, just not as devastating as the tail. It's a natural 20. Luckily, it's on the T-Rex.
My poor baby T-Rex.
My poor baby, my little baby. How much did it have left? 25?
25, yeah.
It's just decimated.
So does it go like inert? How does this work?
It goes back to its little rock.
And I gotta go pick it
Little
up.
figure.
Yeah.
Doesn't I did
Oh, yeah.
I did say I choose you. Does it like come back as Pokeball on its own?
Nope, it just falls on the ground right where it's at.
Darn.
So yeah, it just as it claws into this T-Rex twice and then lowers its head to smash its horns through it, you see a puff of smoke as it turns back into its little rock form. Boop. And Kevor, give me a strength saving throw. You're riding this thing as it's attacking T-Rex.
That is a 23.
23, you stay on. So, luckily your T-Rex ate all 3 of those attacks and it ate an, which is nice. But next turn it gains another attack. So we're getting down to it, folks.
We're trying here.
I know you're trying. I know you're trying. We are then going to move to the siege round. I need 2 d6 rolls from you guys once again to get back your abilities.
I'll roll one. 2.
2, the Goliaths don't get it.
Well, I'll roll the other one. Fucking A, that's another 2.
Another 2.
Oy.
Purple Worm doesn't rejoin, but the Giants also don't gain any of theirs back, so they only have 1 available to them. Right? No, they used that last round, so I have to roll again. They do get it back though. I'll say that's for the final one though, because that's how I would have rolled it. So they get their rock volley back. So who wants to roll the d6?
None of us want to roll.
All right. 2.
2. They also rolled a 2, but they're going to use rock volley to impose disadvantage, so re-roll. So you have to get a 1 to lose, otherwise it just ties.
I rolled a 6.
Okay, so it just ties. So again, that front stays tied. They are still winning, but
This is so funny.
Somebody's watching this battle from afar, and they're like, "Is this like a skirmish, like a practice skirmish?"
Rock, paper, scissors.
yeah, like don't get me wrong, boulders are hitting the wall of water deep, and giants are getting slain, but it's even on both sides, so that none of them are getting ahead of each other. Benjamin.
Okay. It may or may not do anything. 1, my minor illusion lasts for a minute, so my griffin still has blinders on. 2, I am going to summon up my shark right where that T-Rex was, just like replacing one critter with a different critter.
All right.
Look at him, he's so cute. We're gonna futilely try to punch with Big B's hand. No. Although, again, numbers are creeping up. I got a 19 that time.
Yeah.
Okay, Huey's gonna give advantage. Shark will eventually attack. Or I'll do the shark attacks right now. Is he gonna count as magical since he's coming from the depths of the ocean?
I'll count as magical, yes.
Cool. Okay. So the shark, I think, has to get a natural 20 to hit. But he does have advantage because he doesn't have all of his hit points. I got a natural 20.
Nice.
No way! Wow.
This is so little damage. 8, 9, 13. 18 piercing damage.
18, that's not nothing.
From the shark.
You have officially broken the 200 damage threshold.
Woo!
Oh, we hit 100 very quickly, and it took us a long time to get to 200, folks.
Yep.
Great. That's all I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna do my wisdom save. No. And then let's roll the nat 20 for the shark. Come on, baby, for my griffin. No, son of a bitch. We're just real scared over here in this side of the map.
All right. I mean, the person to be scared, probably the best of them, right?
Yeah, like, it's good for me to have this pour of luck on saving.
We get to Siegfried then.
All right, Siegfried is going to fly forward. And to any Latin scholars that are watching this, I apologize. But Siegfried will begin chanting Spiritus Misericordiae Sacrificitio Nati Me Circumdate in Luce Firmissima. And he will fly forward, and he is casting Spirit Guardians.
Ooh. Let's see, where is your aura? What's the aura radius on that?
15 feet.
15 feet. And we can see that. There we go. He is in there. It's on their turn. They have to make the save, right?
I believe so. I think it's the start of their
creature's
turn.
speed is halved in the area when the creature enters the area for the first time, or on a turn it starts its turn there. It must make a wisdom saving throw.
All right, cool. Sounds good to me. Then anything else from you?
That is it.
All right. Then we see back in Neverwinter, as these dragons continue their assault. Some of them have been speared out of the sky, but they do have the upper hand. And we see as Methuselah is holding on to the side of a castle he's just ripped the top off of and is filling it with this black sludge coming out of his mouth. He's finishes filling up this castle with acid and turns his eyes to see the Duke and Duchess sitting on the Count and Countess sitting on their chariot and begins to take flight towards them. Kevhorn, it is your turn.
Nat 20.
Oh.
That turn, oh yeah.
Do everything you got. Everything you
I
got.
blanked out. What do I need to do?
You gotta smite it. You gotta do your stone giant
What
strike.
do I
I don't know
need
what
to
other bullshit you got. Those are the two things I know of that you have.
This is a D8. I can't tell.
Kyle's panicking.
I do 88 points of damage. Oh, that was a D100. Oops.
Crying. shit.
Wait, so
See,
what happens?
growing up.
Do I quadruple or double my dice?
You double your dice.
Double my dice. Okay, let me just keep track of all the freaking numbers I do.
He's confused because in another game we table, and yesterday I got to quadruple my damage, so.
Very fun. Glenny Earth, Interdimensional Library. Very fun stuff. Baka has made a killing machine out of a ranger fighter combo.
Share the deets, Baka. Come on. We're
Hey, it's the classic.
ranger
It's the,
fighter friends here.
It's 5 levels Gloomstalker Ranger, 3 levels of Arcane Archer Fighter, and then we're starting to take rogue
bows.
levels
Get
after
outta
that. Assassin Rogue.
You need to use bows.
These-
Do I also double my divine smite?
yes, every dice that you
Divine
roll.
Smite damage. Every dice that you
Every dice I have.
Yep.
God damn.
Yeah, I almost executed 2 were-tigers in 1 turn.
I changed my subclass because there was no need for me to do damage in combat anymore.
I think I might have been the only one to do damage that whole.
I think so. I think you're all.
rounds to kill one of them, and the other one is like almost dead.
No. Silas did a little bit.
Oh, I did miss.
Yeah.
1 round.
Spoilers for barely.
Spoilers.
Yeah, what the heck?
What the heck?
You'll forget. Who knows when that episode's gonna come out?
Yeah.
Did I do everything?
With Gloomstalker Ranger,
Is that
you can
everything in my
take- and
chamber?
2 levels fighter takes 6 attacks on your first turn. So
Holy.
Yeah. It was nasty. It was a nasty first round.
and you get to be invisible to anything that relies on dark vision.
What you got, Kyle? What you got, baby?
Total, I think I didn't miss anything. 71.
Yeah.
71 points damage. We're catching
Yeah.
up on that. Missing out on
Yeah.
doing a bunch of damage there.
There we go.
As this enormous Kevhorn riding on top of this terrace just stabs down into it, and an enormous burst of radiant energy comes out, like blood and viscera coming out from this wound as it roars out in pain, knowing now that it does have something on top of it and needs to be paying attention to.
Well, in that case, Echo, go. Echo, you freaking missed.
Hey, you can miss around when you nat 20 me, all right?
I will attack again.
All right.
Sure attack. That is a 5. I don't hit.
All right. I'll take a couple misses after getting crit for
And
a ton
I'm
of
gonna. Would you allow me to? Actually, no. I can just climb up and try hold on to one of its horns, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do that.
All right. You do that. That means we get to our D20 roll for allies. Who's it going to be this time?
I haven't rolled a
We're gonna hit Wise
D20
again.
since the
right.
like one of the earlier rounds.
All right. Give us the roll.
2.
2.
We haven't gotten one.
You haven't
Oh.
gotten a 2 yet.
I thought that belonged to the giant, the Goliaths.
No.
No.
They're 4.
So,
5.
Arcane energy begins to spin in the sky above the giants as a portal opens, and dropping out of it is this behemoth of a purple creature, and riding on top is a smaller green creature holding a bow that is familiar to Kelborn, as a roided out brother and sister riding on top of him join the fight as this hag kin starts smashing into these giants, just juiced up from you guys don't know what. But seems sister has gotten into something to make brother a lot stronger. They join the fight. Now with brother and sister, you can just ignore the results of a round. So if you guys are just straight up losing, you can just choose to ignore that round.
That's pretty sweet.
Okay.
That's pretty sweet.
Okay, so we gotta save that for a rainy day.
Yes. Okay. I wrote brother and kin as brother and sister.
At first, when you said that, I was like, who is he talking about? It took me a little bit to be like, oh, yeah.
I forgot about the hag.
Yeah.
Or a little behind the scenes, sister got a little bit of hold of that black goo that the Fomorans were using and buffed up brother with it.
I figured.
All right. So that means we are now at the Tarask and Kelborn. So Kelborn, you go first.
Did Huey help me this turn?
Yes.
No? Okay.
Huey always helps you unless he's dies or goes somewhere else.
Great weapon, Master. Let's do it. -5.
Gonna work one of these times.
I keep rolling 10s. Yeah, well, that's a fail. All right. Next attack, I'm not gonna do it. That's a fail.
All right, 2 fails from Kelborn.
It's rough. It's rough out here.
It gets that way. It gets that way.
That's all I can do.
All right, you're gonna hang out.
No, I will command my griffin to swoop down, grab the T-Rex statue.
Okay.
And just pocket it.
Okay.
And then I'll fly back to where I was. Just keep things easy.
Okay. Stay in there. All right. All right. So here's the scary thing. You still have a couple of little guys hanging around. They're gonna eat some hits, but Kevhorn unfortunately just did a butt ton of damage, so the Trask is a little mad at him as well. The Trask now has 2 claw attacks, a horn attack, and its tail attack. So let's go for claw first on Kevhorn. It's gonna be a 23 to hit.
Hold on. Hold on. Does my shield even block that?
Shield adds a +5, right?
But I can only cast that one.
But it lasts for the entire round. Or it lasts until it gets to your turn. So it essentially the entire round.
I'll use it.
All right. Shield. What does your AC go up to for that?
You said +5, right?
Yeah.
25.
25. Okay. Second claw attack on Kevhorn. For somebody drawing the ire of the Tarask, Kevhorn's probably the best of you guys.
Yeah.
Now it rolls a 16. So both claw attacks miss as it rakes at the horn that you're hanging on to. Then it's going to take a horn attack. So while you're riding this horn, you see it turn its head towards this shark. Who is going to get hit by horns? Hopefully.
Yeah, it is.
With 22 to hit.
Absolutely. It's got 12 AC.
And it's gonna take great 10 plus 22 32 points of piercing damage to your shark.
Still standing. Still standing.
And as it gouges its horns into your shark, it's going to take its tail and swing it. I want to make sure I can get the tail damage right. It only targets one creature. Yes, it's going to hit the big bee's hand.
Oh, okay.
That's going to be a 13.
AC of 20 on Big B's hand.
And it swings through the hand as it kind of opens and hovers over the tail. Hey, for it having 4 attacks, You guys took that round pretty well. Only the shark took damage, so.
And it doesn't matter.
It also needs to make a wisdom save.
Right, it does.
It's a 16.
It gets a 19.
So it'll take half damage.
All right.
That'll be 21 points of radiant damage.
21. You guys are starting to make me think I should have just full Tarasked on turn 1.
No. No. We're not doing that good. Let's be serious here.
All right, that means it's Siege turn. I need 2 d6 rolls from you guys again for your Goliath and your Purple Worm.
Okay, I'll roll 1.
I'll roll the
Giants
other.
get nothing.
5.
A 5. So that means Goliaths are back. What's the roll for
5.
Worm?
Ooh! 5.
5. You got your Worm back.
Okay, we got everything.
Giants have nothing. You guys have everything. All right, so who wants to roll against Giants?
You got it, barely.
Got to beat a 4.
We got all of our shit. It's okay.
I got a 2.
All right, you got a 2. You guys have 3 abilities you can use. You can add a +1. You can just ignore the round, or you can add a d6 or multitude of those.
We have to get up to a 4.
Yes.
Start with Purple Worm.
All right, roll another d6.
Yep. That's a 6.
That's
So
a
8.
6. As the ballista shots are firing from water deep, they aren't able to quite make a dent in these giants, but the Purple Worm just rips up through the center of the army and takes out a couple of the trebuchets, and you guys gain a round, bringing it back to even.
Look, we've sat at that 1 loss for too long.
It's true. All right, that means we then get to Benjamin, little scaredy boy himself.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I needed a strength saving throw from Kevhorn to stay on the Tarask.
That is a 17 plus 11, 28.
You stay on there. All right, Benjamin, sorry, it's your turn.
I'm just trying to see if there's anything useful I can do with my action. How far away can I huck this thing? 60 feet. That's gonna put it too far back. And then the stupid plesiosaur is gonna be stuck waddling on the ground. Oh Lord. I don't think I have any actual useful actions.
Okay.
So I'm just like, it's not gonna matter. I think I'm just gonna take the dodge action this round essentially.
Okay.
We're gonna do bonus action, attempt Bigby's hand. No. Huey's gonna assist. Shark's gonna attack. Can I get another natural 20? It did not. It only got a 21, so that's gonna miss. And then end my turn. So I'll try to do my wisdom save. Nope. Griffin. No. Okay.
All right. Before Siegfried starts turn, I've been keeping you guys abreast, so I want to let you know you have broken 300 damage threshold at this point.
How many more rounds of bless do we have? Like 3? Was 10? Sorry, how 1 minute, which is what, 10 rounds?
10 rounds.
10 rounds.
So we got like 3 or 4 turns with bless left.
Has it been that many rounds?
Because I used 4 hill strikes, so it's been 4, and I think I've gone twice since then, so 6.
I'm gonna be a little bit
Sure.
flexible because like
To 4.
minute is, yeah. I'll be a little bit flexible. It's for the combat.
Okay.
We don't have to worry about that.
Okay.
Unless we do want to be hard and fast with that rule, because the fright does last for a minute as well. So the fright would go away, but your bless would also go away. So I will leave it up to you guys.
We got first level spell slots, right? We can recast
Yeah,
Bless.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, sure.
Also, I got more
yeah.
hill giant strengths too. So, or not hill giant strengths, more giant might.
Yeah,
Which
I
also
will
lasts
write
a
it down
minute.
here. We'll call it now. Bless and Fright have 4 rounds left after this round ends.
Cool.
Which because Siegfried still has his turn to go.
And giant might.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, which also means
What
big
does?
boy.
So Siegfried, it is your go.
That is assuming that I'm keeping concentration up on both things because I do have the circlet.
Yep, you do have the circlet.
Yeah.
Spirit Guardians does. Oh no, Spirit Guardians does. I was thinking of
Guardian of Faith.
spiritual weapon.
Oh, spiritual weapon.
If we're saying that again, Big B's hand will go down with everything else as well. If we're just gonna keep it even like that,
Okay, cool.
because that'll have a minute as well. Or, yeah, however we wanna.
Hunter's Mark lasts about like 90 more rounds or something.
Siegfried is going to reach onto his back and he'll take off the bonsai tree and he's going to toss it forward to approximately right there. So,
All right.
and he's going to cast Guardian of Faith.
All right, we got a Guardian of Faith on the field as well. I gotta find another token.
Pulling out all the stops here.
We can summon so much shit now, Baka.
Yeah.
Now, where is an air elemental when you need one?
Oh, true.
Which is,
You know what? You're gonna.
that's
be
one of
a
our allies.
Cannon dragon. You're a cannon dragon. Don't mind why I have a cannon dragon. All right. What size is it? Just medium?
I think so, but I don't know that it says.
Okay, I think it is just medium. So yeah, your Guardian of Faith is there.
That's all I got.
All right. Let me know when I need to worry about Guardian of Faith stuff. In Neverwinter, we see as Methuselah is taking off of the castle to descend on the Count and Countess, but they send their chariot away, and Methuselah is intercepted with other cloud giants, not able to chase after them, but they start sending a message spell to someone else.
Howards.
Or sending, sorry. The big one. All right, then it will be freaking Kevhorn. It is your turn. You are on this Trask.
I'm gonna poke its eyes out.
All right, go for pokes.
Yeah. That's a 9.
That will miss.
9 plus 11. So,
Let's do this.
and that second attack is a 3 plus 11. So it's not. I'm not doing well.
Yeah, it's just trying to hold on to this horn with one stab with the trident in the other hand. Kind of shaking around too much to get a good hit off on him. Anything else from you?
Let's see if my echo can. It's doing nothing. It's just vibing.
Just vibing out.
Oh, it will. It's a 26.
That will hit.
I'm making it do everything.
So, what other allies do you think will show up?
Well, we still have like the Fey courts.
So far, you've surprised me with all the ones that have. I was like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
The total for the Echo's attack is 20.
20.
Still waiting for Orlin so he can get Squash and Zavros.
Just take them out of the cannon.
All right.
Does it?
Anything else? Oh, sorry.
Sorry, that's it.
Okay, cool. Then that means we roll for allies. Speaking of, who wants to roll for a d20?
Okay. I'll do it.
Okay.
Something above an 8.
Mm,
Because we got like one in between like
Below-
8 and 17. So we need like a 12.
or a nat 20.
Yeah, 12 or nat 20. I don't know if there's 2 in between, like the giants and the purple worm.
I don't think so. 15.
15. This one's very thematic for you to get.
Oh.
As you're holding on to this Tarask, your shield begins to shake and starts to glow with a radiant light. The wind begins to pick up and kind of sways you a little bit, kind of flips you back up on top of the horn so you have a better hold, and rushes towards the walls of Waterdeep. Kind of arcs up, and as it gets to its apex in the sky, a glowing figure begins to form in the center of them. These angelic wings spread out from this figure, and it dives back down, leading these winds towards the Goliath, as Falida and the spirits of the mountains slam into the giants and start decimating a row through them. The spirits of the mountains will allow you to apply disadvantage to your enemy's roll.
Bullshit.
Nice.
That's
Nice.
pretty
Nice.
This is why she couldn't interact with you last night. She was gathering power.
I said, hey, you woman. She said, I'm busy preparing for a siege.
No, go to sleep.
All right. That means we are at Kelborn's turn.
Last time I tried Great Weapon Master and then I quit. I'm off of it for good. It's just so the good news is that every time I've done it, I wouldn't have got it if I didn't do it anyways, you know? So
Okay, that's good to know.
All right.
I forgive you.
Every time it's a 10. I don't understand. Okay, so second attempt. Well, I'm just, you know what? Not using these dice. Putting them to the side.
Okay.
Second attack without doing the Great Weapon Master. It's a nat 1.
A nat 1. See, the nice thing about not using the crit tables is you don't roll on it at 1 to have something bad happening.
That die is going in jail also.
All right. Anything else from you, Kelborn?
I just cry.
Before the Tarask gets its attacks off.
I'm like so sad. My sword keeps pinging off like the hard outer shell. I'm just crying to myself. Why?
All right. We are in bad territory. Because the Tarask adds its bite, which is probably the worst thing the Tarask has in its arsenal. Because once it gets a bite on you, the next time it gets to attack, it can swallow you.
Yep.
So,
Attacking from the inside. It's got a lower AC in there.
yeah, it also does a lot more damage when you're inside of it. The Tarask, that is. All right, let's start with the 2 claws on Kevhorn. First claw. Gonna be a 22.
Regular shield on myself.
Regular shield, that's your reaction.
Yep. My AC is now 23.
23. The second one is only a dirty 20, so you are able to not get hit by these claws once again. But now it has its other attacks. The horns are going for the shark.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a 29.
Yeah.
Horns are gonna do. I need a D10, not a D6. Oops. I need to hold on to all my D10s. How does math work? 25 points of damage.
Yeah, it had 13 hit points left.
Yes, shark is now gone. Goodbye, shark. Tail is coming for Big B's hand.
AC 20.
AC 20. It hits with a 27.
Okay.
The tail does 4d6 plus 10. And it doesn't have to make the save because I don't think Bigsby's hand can go prone.
I don't think so.
24 points of bludgeoning from the tail.
Okay.
And then it's got its bite, and there is a little baby echo right in front of it. It is a 21 to hit the echo.
It's gone.
Yep, it bites down, and the echo disappears underneath its jaws. So, cleared out a couple of your minions, but you guys are still looking pretty good. Kevhorn's been holding off the attacks against him. It now gets to the siege. All right, you guys have all of your abilities, so you don't have to roll for that. The giants have to roll for theirs, though.
I do need a wisdom save from the Tarask too.
True.
We have to re-roll for Purple Worm.
Correct, you do. So somebody wants to roll for that while I roll the save for the Tarask.
I can roll that real quick. Got a 4, no Purple Worm.
No Purple Worm. You got plenty of others. The Tarask only gets a 18.
That will succeed.
All right. Still takes half damage though, right?
Yes. That'll be 18 points of damage.
And that's already halved?
Yes.
All right.
My God.
All right. Yeah. All right. Then who wants to roll against the giants who have got one of their...
I'll roll.
Do it.
Yuck. Gotta beat a 1.
I got a 2.
Yeah, no abilities needed. Actually, you know what? Might of the Giants. Which one was that? That's +1. I'm going to use Might of the Giants, so it is tied.
I'll use our +1 to overtake them.
All right. The Goliaths continue their assault, and it gets you over the threshold, so you guys win this round. Finally, a positive for the good guys on their side. That does. We'll finish up this round before we end for the evening. So, Benjamin.
Cool. Okay, we're gonna switch strategy. I probably should have done this a while ago, but it's all right. The Tarask is getting really bad. We are dropping Bigsby's hand, and I have, because it's a range of 150 feet. I think the first time I've using the spell, and I've had it the entire time, or a long time, I'm gonna cast Hunger of Hadar as Bigsby's hand collapses into this small point, it then starts to expand into this murky, black, deep seawater. And I'm trying to position it. I have a range of 150 feet, so I have the range for it. So that the curve of it is just right here, so it's covering most of the Tarask. It's not fully in there because I don't want to obscure any of my allies or Siegfried's stuff. So it's this weird meeting of divine bright light in this dark murky water.
All right. Anything I have to do right now?
No, it's at the start and end of its turn.
All right. I do need Kevin to make a quick strength saving throw. Stay on the Tarask.
23.
Thrashing around. You stay on. Perfect. Siegfried, round us out for the session. Unless Benjamin had more to do.
Huey's gonna attack. I'm gonna try and take a chain attack. Not gonna hit. I feel my wisdom. And Griffin is still afraid.
All right. And Huey gave advantage, right? He didn't attack?
Yes, Huey's gonna give advantage.
Okay, cool. All right, then Siegfried. Now round us out.
All right, I'm going to keep it simple. But fun fact, Guardian of Faith is actually a large spectral guardian.
Oh, there you go.
But I will be using my channel divinity to use Path to the Grave, so that when Big Boy Kevhorn takes his next attack, the monster will be vulnerable.
All right. Well, everybody, keep track of things that are happening for all of you. So your vulnerable stuff, your advantage on your next attack, your hunger, arms, Hadarian, whatever. That is now, we're down to 3 turns left of everything. And I'll keep my whiteboard here so I know what abilities are where, because that is where we're going to have to end the session. Waterdeep has started to take the advantage in its siege, or anti-siege, I guess, technically. And the Trask is still here, but the group has held it in this space. So it hasn't gotten any closer to the wall. And it hasn't been doing well, but now it is, I will let you guys know, it hasn't had reactions up to this point, but it regains reactions on this turn. And then the following turn, it'll start gaining legendary actions. So, you guys are getting there. You've chunked through over 300 points of damage. Yeah. Thank you guys so much for joining us out there in YouTube land. Be sure to like and subscribe if you have not already. Be sure to join us next time as our war continues, both here in Waterdeep and in Neverwinter. And be sure to check out all my players. Otherwise, we'll see you guys next time. Let's keep making stories together.
Bye.